What's up, YouTube? This your boy B-Boy Snatch on TV, and tonight I will go over my WWE NXT Standard Delivery 2024 preview and predictions. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please watch the video, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content. Find my social media down below in the description. Now let's get started. For the fifth year in a row, WrestleMania 40 will be a two-night affair, but NXT Standard Delivery has had an odd history and relating to that idea. At the first NXT takeover, Tampa Bay was set to take place prior to WrestleMania 36. The COVID-19 lockdown ruined these plans. When it was replaced the next year with the integral stand and deliver premium live event, it was actually a two-night special. Interesting enough, in 2022, 2023, and this year through WWE opted instead to book stand and deliver on WrestleMania Saturday, overloading the weekend and charming it in there. But what if it was given the same treatment as WrestleMania and allowed to go back to being a two-night special? How would that impact the card? All right. While the lineup has yet to solidify for the one afternoon standard delivery 2024 show, I think we have enough toys to play with that we can sort out a two-night version of this card. Let's get into some fantasy booking and try to exterminate what could have been in this what if exploration. Matches already locked in. I think it goes without being said that some matches are already particularly set in stone. We might not know how they confirmed them, but I doubt we're not getting four of these matches in particular. Okay, first up, Laja Dragunov is fighting Tony D'Angelo for the NXT Championship. That match is already official. In my opinion, if I was to predict, I have to go with Laja Dragunov. Don't get me wrong, I love Tony D'Angelo, but I think it's not that time for him yet. So my own opinion, I gotta go with Laja Dragunov retaining the NXT Championship. I think it's safe to assume Laura Akira versus Roxanne Perez for the NXT Women's Championship is on the horizon. It's not the match I would have booked by any means. As I'm disappointed not only in the being a rematch from the last event, but also that Roxanne Perez just can't pull off this heel character, and her only transition has been to be more heel, while Laura Akira been busy dealing with taxing Texan Paxley as such. I feel like it's the weakest woman title match I've had going into the biggest event of the year. But since it's particularly guaranteed, we have to work with that. Okay, in my prediction, I had to go with Roxanne Perez to become your new NXT Women's Champion. That's my pick, Roxanne Perez, to win over Laura Akira to become your new NXT Women's Champion. So I picked Roxanne Perez. All right, let's move on. The Wolf Dogs versus the Good Brothers for the NXT Tag Team. The Wolf Dogs versus the what's his name? The Good Dogs. Yeah, the Good Dogs. Yeah, Wolf Dogs versus the Good Brothers for the NXT Tag Team Champions. Isn't currently yet, but I imagine it's the direction we're heading. Not only does he get two more main roster talents on the card that aren't doing anything on SmackDown, but it is a bigger match than anyone else in the tag team division fighting Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin. Cool, keep it. Um, it, in my prediction, I have to go with um the Wolf Dogs. The Wolf Dogs, Baron Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin to retain the NXT Tag Team Champions. That's just my opinion. So that's my prediction, but I could be wrong. But anyway, let's move on. Lastly, for the semi guaranteed things, Carmella Hayes versus Trick Williams and some sort of altercation un- unsanctioned match, street fight, or maybe just a regular singles match is going to happen. I'll go so far as they uh, to say that might be the main event, but in these two night scenario, it will certainly can be one of the main events of those nights. Um, for matches that for matches in any that makes up the bulk of one night. But if we're splitting it up, I think we can work with 10 matches in total, and I'll put Tony Dragunov and D'Angelo as the main event of night one, and Carmelo Hayes to main event night two. Most likely, it said the women's title match should be main semi main for night two, and I'll put the tag title match on night one as a semi main. Okay. In my prediction, I got Trick Williams going over Carmelo Hayes. So I picked Trick Williams to win over Carmelo Hayes. That's gonna be in the main event, which I'm so excited about, and I picked Trick Williams over Carmelo Hayes. So Trick Williams is going to win the main event over Carmelo Hayes. That's my pick. So I got my boy Trick Williams whoop that trick to win over Carmelo Hayes. Okay, let's move on. the that opening up room for 6 more matches to be added to the show on the lower estimate of 5 pair of nights, even though WWE has learned more towards 6 of these recent NXT events. But let's play the restricted option. What other matches could be added? NXT North America Champion match, Asylum match, in this fantasy scenarios where Stand and Deliver is broken up into 2 nights, we wouldn't spread their match over television. You don't see Seth Rollins defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Drew McIntyre being booked for Raw before WrestleMania 40, right? Therefore, I assumed the Asylum match between Joe Gacy and Dijak would have been held off until this event rather than take place at Roadblock. While that special edition broadcast does need some extra stuff, WWE could have easily replaced that with something like Dempsey Heritage Cup victory. There, there's more than a solid chance Oba family is going to defend his North American title on the real Stand and Deliver. The only question is who his opponent will be. Dijak and Dijak and Joe Gacy. In my opinion, I got Oba family retaining the NXT North American Championship. That's all I gotta say. Besides on this week interactions where Brooke Jensen had a bump with Josh Briggs, who wishes him good luck against Oba family, but Dijak interrupted to point out Joe Jensen will get destroyed. I could see WWE heading in the direction of having Dijak to be the next number one contender. He did beat Joe Gacy, where one of the bigger guys on the roster who can stand toe to toe with Oba family and look like a threat. And win over Dijak as an established name will do wonders to Oba family. Plus, Oba family went from being the babyface to full heel against Dragon Lee and then seemingly back to at least a tweener role. He could play babyface against Dijak here. The crowd going to cheer him for sure. Instantly, I'm expecting Oba Family versus Dijak at this point to be on the real pay-per-view, but if this were split into 2 nights, I think we get Joe Gacy versus Dijak and Oba Family against someone else. If that's what to happens and I were on WWE Creative, I'll probably pitch bringing in a main roster talent that has nothing better to do. Be it Apollo Crews, Cameron Grimes, Ginger Mahal, or even Audacity Jones, who has been MIA long enough they might have forgotten he employed. I'll sacrifice one of those to make Oba Family look stronger. Alright, NXT Hair Cup match, Charlie Dempsey versus um this one is tough. Someone should fight Dempsey for that Heritage Cup, and it should in face be, should in fact be Dempsey defending rather than using the cash clause idea to have someone else defend the cup. That segment that segment with Will and Regal would make me think he'll bring someone to be the challenger. Basically, Will and Regal scout the competition to take down an Aaron Son. but there isn't a viable contender on the current NXT roster who is free to fill that void with and will fit the scenario as a Regal protein or anything of that. If Pete Dunne isn't busy doing something with Tyler Bate at WrestleMania 40, he'll currently consider him for the role. However, this can't be a show with too much main roster talent, as it would make NXT look like a desperately needs it. So that's also couldn't be an option if Oberfan were going up against someone like that, as mentioned above. Okay, it's way too early to have Drew Gulak and Damian Camp turn on Charlie Dempsey. Let's save that for later. I probably default that Eddie Thorpe getting this title opportunity, but if he were available, honestly, it gives a lot of consideration to throwing Gabe Stevenson into the mix. Charlie Dempsey can retain through um, cheating camp further and divide between these brothers. Fans will boo Stevenson but that's fine. So we get Lexis King versus Von Wagner. In my opinion, I got Von Wagner going over Lexis King. Lexis King. This story where Mr. Stone is upset with Lexis King over badmouthing his kids seems to be fishing on a note where Stone himself wants to fight King. He's been getting more in the ring recently than even before, which is a good thing. However, I think Von Wagner is better lost in the shuffle, particularly since he was technically drafted to the main roster last year and promptly sent back to NXT immediately after that move to Raw/slash SmackDown. I hate to see Lexis King not get a spot on this card, but now I'm starting to think that's going to be the case unless these manage to be some match multi-man match for the North American title like a ladder match. I think he's sitting the show out. My proposition would probably be to extend this feud into standard delivery where I will out of the anti and have something like a lose and leaves NXT match. Maybe not necessary that if WWE had zero plans to use Von Wagner as he'll have to lose that. But it would be need some kind of stipulation to end the feud that wouldn't be generic no disqualification type thing as that steps on toes of Melo and Trick Williams. Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. In in any fashion, Lexis King and Von Wagner are two of the biggest names not currently set up in any proper way for the real standard delivery. So ideally like to conjure up here for something here for them to do. Six woman tag match. I can't think of anyone like Andre Chase, Duke Hudson, and Riley Osborne to go up against that wouldn't feel forced, but I can currently think of a way to Chase U University to be responding representative here with the Hall. The story is so clear cut that I'm wondering if WWE has this plan for the actual standard deliver one night show or if there is going to be some variations of it. Theo Hall needs to fight Joe Gacy. Not Joe Gacy, I'm sorry. Theo Hall needs to fight Jesse James. That much is obvious, but in effort to put more people on the card, I expanded. I think this could be either a 6 woman tag team match or even 8 woman tag team match if they're just one added tweak. This is gonna be a 6 woman tag team match. So far we know Theo has a friend in Fallen Henley who has offering her more positive advice to offset Jesse James' terrible manipulations. Henley has also been acting like a mentor to Win Sinclair, so those three can certainly team up. Jesse James has occasionally I call occasionally more than Keanu James and EC Dam as of late, making those the three heels to be the opposing opposition, but they have Jasmine not as well, and it in a match where she doesn't have to wrestle much, but can still get some experience. It could be good to use her. The only trick is adding a fourth superstar to the babyface side of things, but even that has a simple enough answer to Keelani Jordan, who Keanu James earlier he started to hate a few weeks ago. Okay. Theo Hall, Henley Sinclair, and Keanu Jordan versus Jesse Jane, not Jesse James Johnson, not Keanu James, and Easy Dam. Simply effective Chase University is ringside to cheer on the babyface squad. They win, and Theo Hall has a celebratory kiss to Osborne to finish up the part of the story. To offset the women's title match on night two, this goes on night one. So we get Ridge Holland versus Sean Spears. In my own opinion, I got Ridge Holland's going over Sean Spears. We're going to, I'm sorry, we're getting this match on NXT television, but I think that's in part because there isn't a 2 night standing delivery to fill. If that's what the case, I feel confident WWE will move it to that pay-per-view. Granting there still a chance that does happen. Maybe Rich Hollis and Sean Spears have a match that ends in a controversy, or they brawl before the match even starts. They dictating a riddle of sorts. It might even have a stipulation attached to it. For all we know, it could be one of these lazy gimmicks like a chair match where they pretend it isn't no disqualification match, and that you can only use shares. I always hated the those, but considering the chairman is here, I wouldn't put it past WWE to play around with that gimmick. If this does happen on TV, on pay per view, or even in this fantasy booking scenario, my opinion remains the same. Sean Spears has to go over, due to which Holland is hesitating to do more brutal shots, allowing an opportunity for the veteran to capitalize. Okay, let's move on. So I still got Rich Holland, but I could be wrong. But I was thinking of Sean Spears might go over Rich Holland. So my pick, I got Sean Spears going over Rich Holland. That's just my pick. I was gonna pick Rich Holland, but I changed my mind and go over Sean Spears winning over Rich Holland. All right, so we get the battle royal. If we couldn't get Gacy and Dijak the silent match and over Femi for the North American title, that would be probably dedicated over Femi versus Dijak, opening up another spot on the card. Um, these and yeah, what was I? There is no one. There's no one Joe Gacy could go up against that would make sense to me as a post Dijak feud, but I have to sit this out. I wouldn't want to see Josh Briggs have to do the same, but we could just do against Brooke Jensen. Um, that's that's been done. There isn't enough feud to it, and I don't think Josh Briggs against Joe Gacy as a post Dijak feud will feel anything but rush. So what do you do to fill it in that 10th match? When you doubt, you throw everyone in together. Make this a no more contenders battle royal. Put everyone in there that isn't already working on something. Make make the biggest star of the match be Briggs, Joe Gacy, Jensen, and Norm Dar trying to work over Oral Manside to eliminate people. The guys from Chase U, people like Euro Connors, etc. Stats could be a big player. Jabber Jay Rubiner could be in a funny elimination spot. Um, if the silent match is on the card for night one, Spirits and Holland goes on night two. But is it Obafemi versus Dijak? Then Sean Spears and Rich Holland goes on night one, and the Battle Royal goes on night two. The final two night card, all of this will make the lineup as follows. All right, let me go over another one. Yeah, there's more to it. Yeah, there's more. So yeah, so we get. I already went over this. So we get NXT Women's Champion Laura Valkyria versus Roxanne Perez. In my prediction, I got Roxanne Perez winning over Laura Valkyria. Let's move on. So we get True Threat match for the NXT North American Championship. Oba Femi versus Dijak versus Josh Briggs. And I got Oba Femi retaining the NXT North American Championship. Then we get predictions. So we get the NXT Tag Team Championship match, the Wolf Dogs versus Axiom and Nathan Frazier. And my own opinion, I got Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin retaining the NXT Tag Team Champions, knowing that Braun Breaker was being called up to the main roster. Now he's on SmackDown. So I still got Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin retaining the NXT Tag Team Champions. All right, let's move on. So we got the 6 woman tag team match. We got Thea Hall, Fallon Haley, and Keonani Jordan versus Joe Gacy, not Joe Gacy, Jesse Jane, Kiana James, and that's it. So in my prediction, I will have um Thea Hall, Fallon Haley, and Keonani Jordan going over Jesse Jane and Kiana James. That's just my opinion. Okay, let's move on. Let's get so we got Joe Gacy versus Sean Spears. In my own opinion, I got Sean Spears going over Joe Gacy. So I picked Sean Spears to go over Joe Gacy. And Sean Spears wins. Yep. And yeah, that's about it. Then we got Trick Williams versus Carmelo Hayes. And like I stated earlier, I picked not Carmelo Hayes. I'm sorry. I picked Trick Williams to win over Carmelo Hayes, which is that match is going to be a main event at NXT Stand and Deliver. So I got my boy Trick Williams, whoop that Trick Williams go over Carmelo Hayes. So I picked Trick Williams to beat Carmelo Hayes. That's just my pick right there. But anyway, and that's all I have to say. But anyway, if you guys should join my WWE NXT Standard Deliver 2024 preview and predictions, make sure you guys full watch the video, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content, follow my social media down below in the description, and tell me down below in the comment section what are your predictions for WWE NXT Standard Deliver 2024 preview and predictions. Sign off down below in the comment section. I want you guys to have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. And I will see you guys tomorrow live on YouTube for some Fortnite. So make sure you guys have when I post up. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and turn on post notification. I'm on the road to 6K. And I will stream Fortnite tomorrow. And I will go live on YouTube for some Fortnite. But make sure you guys have on that notification bell because I'm on the road to 6K. I want you guys to help me get to 6K so I can go live on YouTube for Fortnite tomorrow. So I need to get to 6K by the before before May. So that's all I gotta say. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang.